Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Mike Reed. Welcome to the stream. I have an impromptu live for you today based on some questions that were asked in the chat. Let a few more minutes go by. Well, a few seconds go by, let the notifications go out. Letting everybody know that I am live to answer a few of these questions. And we'll get started in just a moment. Grab a glass and get comfortable so I can answer your questions. Hello, I am Mike Reed, and this video is done on Sunday, August 20th, 2023. Doing a quick answering session. Welcome to the channel. This is a channel dedicated to educating people on the commercial appliance business, with an emphasis on bringing people over from the residential side, give them the information that they need to be successful in the commercial business. Been in this industry since I was 15, and then started back in 92. So, title of this, Mel, thank you, contributor to the show. I do want to start this show off with a thank you to Mr. Frank Evans. His donations have made a lot of these videos possible. Thank you so much for contributing to the show and being a sponsor. Now, let's see here what we got. Now, this show is just going to address the questions on scheduling. And I've heard this quite a few times before. I want to start this off with saying we do have scheduling on the commercial side. It is nothing like on the residential. Everything with the commercial side. Hey, Frank, thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. Let me show this. So on the commercial side, what we schedule are things that are preventative maintenance. And you'll hear that term PM thrown around a lot. So that's preventative maintenance. So we will schedule coming out, cleaning condensers. We'll schedule coming out, cleaning ice machines, changing filters on the air conditioning, that type of thing, cleaning the drain lines on the AC. That is scheduled. Outside of that, everything else is pretty much run and gun. Everything is run and gun on the commercial side of things. It's not really set up for like a one-man operation. Everyone thinks they're special. Everyone wants now. So when you get a call, more than likely the whole reason, that I show you all the health department listing is because those people need service right now. Those people need service immediately because they have to correct their errors and send the correction to the health department, and then the health department will come back and verify that all their inefficiencies have been corrected. So there is, you don't have any scheduling. The large service providers, when they get a call, they send out that service. They send out that service right then and there. As long as it's during their regular business hours, a servicer is going. So as I've explained before, they will charge you from the moment that that service provider leaves his current location to the time he makes it to the service call. That entire time is billed to the customer. The only time that isn't billed to the customer is when they finish and leave to go home. That's the only time that isn't billed. So scheduling is completely different, which is why you all receive phone calls and they say, well, the guy is calling and he wants me to come out now. I told him I'd come out in a couple days, 2, 3 days. That isn't a thing on the commercial side. It does not exist. You'll have, you at least want to throw somebody out there to take a look at what's going on with the issue. As I've explained before, if the fryer isn't working, uh, they have to have someone out there to take care of that. So are they fine? Of course they are. Of course they're fine. They give them a certain amount of time to rectify that. So they'll come out, and before they find them on a dirty ice machine, they'll more than likely, tell them that they can't use it. If they come back and they find them still using it, then they will shut down. They'll give them a fine. And, every city, every state is different, and it's in the thousands of dollars. Then that progresses to to them actually padlocking the business. So your business operates at the under the jurisdiction of your local municipality. That's why you have to go and get a business license. You have to go and get a food license. If they revoke your license, they revoke your business. You cannot serve that food to the public. And they will, send a sheriff over to that facility, and they will go with the sheriff and they will padlock that business and put a big sticker there that you would have to break if you want to open the door. And if you get caught entering the building, they will arrest that person that goes into that building once they padlock it. So it is serious business. Yes, Andy. How's it going? How's it going there? Ah, fantastic recommendation on using health inspections as a customer. So, yes, that is, especially starting out, that is an excellent way to get the customers, which is why I show it to everyone. You're going to have less resistance. But once again, as far as scheduling goes, the clock is ticking. They have 7 to 10 days to correct the infraction that the health department says that they have incurred. And then they have to, prove it to them. And then the health inspector will come back and verify that it has been taken care of. So there isn't like, oh yeah, well, okay, I can get you set up on Thursday from 8 to 4 or 8 to 2. There is no purpose in that. There's no purpose in that. It's a business. All right. If they're open from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m., you just tell them that you're going to be there during their normal working hours, or you'll be there, you tell them that you stop working at 5. But other than that, it's a business. I mean, if it's a nursing home, it's open 24 hours a day. Your only concern is who's available to pay you. And then most times, most people, they will get a credit card in advance. Oh, Andy, no problem. Oh, sure. Yeah, anytime. Anytime, Andy, I'll come on your channel. Not a problem. Would love to do it. So so scheduling is a completely different thing. You come out, typically when someone calls me, I tell them I'll come out within 24 hours. Now that is if they are a current client. When you're scheduling, when you're telling people you're going to come out, you're going to take them on as a client, there's a hierarchy in that. So clients that you see a future with, clients that you have that you're making money with, of course, those you're going to take care of them first. Um, and any other things that you would like to work around, such as walk-in refrigeration or any other emergency situation, That is what that is what dictates what comes first. All right. Okay, Andy, this is my email address in the chat. You can feel free to send me a message, and then we can get together, and I could pop up on your show. All right. But that is the difference between residential and commercial. On residential, someone has to be there, they have to open up, things of that nature. But a hotel is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. A laundromat is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Um, Gas station, the vast majority of those gas stations are going to be open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And even most of your stores, most of your restaurants, they are open in the morning to receive deliveries from liquor delivery, produce, and in other supplies. They will typically come in, especially like Coke, Pepsi. They typically come in the morning, so there's usually an opportunity to get to those locations in the morning, and then in the evening, people are still doing prep work or cleanup, and that happens after the place closes. So even if they close at 7, 8, or 9 in the evening, there's still going to be about 2 hours after they close. So if they close at 7, there's typically going to be someone there until 9. And I tell people I get to them within 24 hours. So there's no great mystery. I'm a little slower because I'm just a one man band, but the larger service companies, they have 10, 15 guys. So yes, they can say, hey, Jack, after you finish with that call you're on, this is where you're going next. That's what the dispatchers do. And they bill that customer for that whole time. If he's leaving the east side of town and where he's going to is the west, which is typically what they're going to want to do, they're billing all that time to the customer, to whatever potential customer. All right. I know it's not, what you guys really want to hear. I know it's not exciting or glamorous, but there really isn't much scheduling done on the commercial side. I mean, you go out and then you're going to go ahead and schedule based on what you find, based on the availability of the parts and things of that nature. Then you're going to want to do some scheduling. But as far as going out, it's typically running and gunning. You will, on people who are not your main customer. Yeah, you're going to have a lot of people that are going to call you, and they're looking for you to come out now. And if you say you can't come out now, they're going to move on to the next person. That will happen to you. For most service companies, we turn down. This is going to sound like a crazy thing to you, but most service companies are going to turn down about 75% of the calls that come in. Easy 75%. And with the more established companies, it's more like 95%. They are not taking someone that's just going to call them. They're taking care of, and then I'll use this Burger King on the. So if you're taking care of Burger King, you're tied up. If you're taking care of Burger King, Arby's, um, you're you're tied. You are tied up. You don't have time for some mystery customer. Okay, Frank. The not to exceed, those aren't your customers. The not to exceed is not your customer. The not to well, okay. Let me correct. Hold on. Let me do this. Let me correct this. When you're dealing with large chains, they are all do not exceed. Okay? Everything is a negotiation. So you get a dispatch, it is do not exceed $750. Do not exceed, $1,500. So what that is it is a cap on just they don't want to be bothered. If it's $750 or less, just do it. Don't call us. Don't tell us anything. Just do it. Just do it and be done with it. So that is the situation with most of the chains that you're dealing with. You do not have not to exceeds with the mom and pops. Um, when it comes to a dispatch company, some kind of like management, some kind of a management company, because we don't have warranty on the commercial side. When it's some kind of like a facility management company and they have their do not exceed, now that's a different story. It depends on what the numbers are. So yeah, I mean, I deal with I deal with quite a few very large chains, and they have a do not exceed, like $750. And so if it's over that, you typically have to call corporate and let them know, hey, look, you got this or that. And the reason why they have do not exceed that amount is because they want to crunch the numbers. They want to see if it's just more feasible to go ahead and replace that piece of equipment. Let's say it's a fryer. Maybe someone's already changed high limits, and they changed gas valves, and they've changed a couple other things, right? And so they like, look, man, this is a $2,000 fryer, and we've already spent $5,000 on the thing, and it's 8 years old. No, we're not going to change the fry pot. No, we're not going to change the striker module box. We're gonna replace it. And so that's where the do not exceed comes in play. But that is just a very broad thing with the not to exceed. I'm trying to see if I got everything is digital now. Everything is digital. Everything is digital. Well, real quick, I don't want to forget. I just got these. I just got these Huskies. I've had them for about a week and a half, and these are actually pretty good. These are pretty good. You have to look around on the Home Depot in your area, but I bought them for oh man, I bought them for like 20 something bucks, and these are like the Milwaukee ones. All right, so if you are looking for knee pads, this is the one for you. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I did buy it for that. I got them for 19 bucks. I changed it to the green screen. So of course I had to buy them. I had to buy them. Right now, they're up to 23 bucks. So they're slowly creeping up. So I would just suggest getting some. So they have both set, the hard and the soft gel. So this is comparable to the Milwaukee one that's 50 bucks. So don't hesitate. This is really nice. Really, really nice. Very nice. All right. So to get back on track, scheduling is way different. The the not to exceeds, you don't have to, yes, very well worth it. The not to exceeds, you don't have to worry about the not to exceed. It is the amount of the do not exceed. So if it's something crazy like do not exceed 150 bucks, and some of those companies I gave you have some of that crazy stuff, um, you know, then you got to negotiate. They are 100% worth it, and it was just the amount of cushion. When I tried them in the store, it was crazy. It was because I'm a Milwaukee guy, and I was really gonna get the Milwaukee ones, but I opted for these. I said for 20 bucks, let me give it a try. Let me give it a try, man. And it's gonna, no problem, Mel. It's gonna take some looking around to find them at the good price. I would look at online on the Milwaukee site. on the Milwaukee app, I would look at a couple of different stores in your area, and you're gonna notice that you're gonna find three different prices. You're gonna find three different prices in your area for the same knee pads. Um, and like I said, you see it right here. I paid 19 bucks for them. I should have bought two. I really should have. But bringing it back on track, all of these places are going to have a do not exceed. It's just that you want a very good not to exceed number. If it is a low one, there's a lot of hand holding. There's a lot of hand holding. If it's 150 to 180, 250, it's a lot of hand holding. And to be honest with you, when it comes to those, if you're not doing this, if you're not doing that job to get some kind of learning, if you're not doing that job to have a guy working, right, in between other jobs, if you're not using those as a filler, you kind of want to cut those out. You kind of want to cut those out, um, because 99% of everything you get from them is going to be over $150. So you got to report every single thing to the dispatcher. Hey, look, this needs a new compressor. Hey, look, we need a new evaporator. Hey, look, we need, even if it's a contactor. Hey, look, we need a new contactor. And my service call is X amount of dollars, and the labor and everything else like that. It's going to be over the 185. It's going to be over $200, and then all the negotiation starts from there, right? So do not hesitate to put your questions in the chat. What I'm going to do is I was preparing this for another video. Speaking about scheduling, I was preparing this for another video about Burger King, and I was going to show you all here, like this DC Burger, which is owned by Doe Capital, which is owned by these two, right? The Sings. So let's see if we can find this. I wanted to do like I did last time and find you more of these owners of the. Let's see if I can find more owners of these franchises. All right, let's see what this comes up with. I think we might have found it. Oh, hell, they're suing Home Depot. Okay. Yeah, it looks like they're suing Home Depot. I just want, there we go. Let's see here. Well, it doesn't look like they're older. Let's see here. Sometimes it's kind of a DC Capital Partners. It can be kind of a challenge to find these people. But once you do, now you know who to give your information to so that you can actually sign up with them. Oh man, this is such a pain. Oh, yeah, I know, right? That's what I'm trying to do now. I don't even want to get into why they're suing Home Depot. I'm just trying to. I am trying to find the information of their DC Capital. So let's do a DC Capital. Let's leave the name out of it. There we go. So let's see if this is them. Let's see if we can find them. So this information is going to be valid. If I find them, this information is going to be valid for about 6 states. Okay. When you go out to eat, you can ask the manager if they have a maintenance person. You don't ask them if they have a maintenance person. All right. So Frank Evans is asking, when you go out to eat, ask them if they have a maintenance question. That is not the question you need to ask, because you don't know what level their maintenance person is. These people have no idea that you have abilities in commercial refrigeration. Their thinking is more like air conditioning, or they see us no different as a carpenter or a plumber. So they have no idea. They have no idea. When you say, oh, maintenance guy, you're thinking maintenance as in maintenance for the refrigerator, maintenance for the uh, deep fryer. They're thinking maintenance as far as, oh, fix that thing in the bathroom that's hanging down, or fix that wall in the bathroom that's leaning. No, 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 no. You don't. You can care less if they have a maintenance guy. What you want to ask them is, you have a service company, and you would like to present your information. You would like to give your information to the manager. You want as few people involved as possible. You don't want to talk about the maintenance guy, because the maintenance guy comes out. The maintenance guy doesn't know anything, right? He knows enough to be dangerous, right? He thinks he knows stuff. He wants to hide. He wants to get you, right? He's going to be so excited, right? They find out, oh yeah, we have a maintenance guy. And then before you know it, you're like, oh no, I don't want to talk to the maintenance guy. And then here comes Gomer, right? Then the maintenance guy pops up. Hey, yeah, I do the maintenance here. I do the maintenance around here. Like, yeah, well, I work on refrigerators and stuff like that. And he's like, oh yeah, well, yeah, you can come by tomorrow. We can talk about it. Meanwhile, he wants you. It's like a ride along. He wants you to come, and he wants to pick your brain about this stuff. And meanwhile, you don't get the job. He wants you to go around and you tell him everything that's going on, and then he's gonna go ahead and try to fix whatever he can. No, you want to get your information. You want to know who's the manager or the regional manager, so that you can give them your information, not a business card, not just a business card. So you can give them your information, and it tells them what you do, right? So they have guys that come by to take care of the security system. They have guys that come by to take care of the water filtration. They have guys that come by that do the maintenance on the kegs, on the beer, stuff like that. They have a lot of maintenance people. They don't know how to differentiate what type of maintenance you're talking about. You want to stay away from that maintenance word, because you're not doing maintenance. You want to stay away from that. You're a service provider, and this is why I tell everyone to be trained. That's why I tell everyone to get as much information about equipment as possible. The more you can tell people that you know the equipment that they have, the easier it will be for you to do work for them. Anybody, there are thousands of guys that do what we do. There are thousands of guys. And the thing that's going to separate you from any of those thousands of guys is, when you're in a restaurant, you look over and you see a Perlick at the bar, or you look over, you see a glass tender at the bar. You look over, you see a True at the bar. And then you can tell them, you say, hey, yeah, I can take care of that kegerator with that glass tender. The water issues, the dripping from the inside, the pooling of water down in there. And they go, oh yeah? Yeah, oh yeah. They're like, oh my God, you're the first person that said that they can go and help us out with that. That'd be great. Golden Cube, salute. Salute to you. All right. Yes. So Frank, stay away from telling them that you do maintenance. No, you are a service provider. You're a trained technician on their Hatco warmers. You're a trained technician. Yes, a Perlick, right? So Perlick is top when it comes to bar. So Perlick, I don't know if you guys saw some of the videos from some of the other YouTubers lately. He was working on a glass tender kegerator unit. So glass tender is like I want to say like a number 3. So glass tender, Perlick, True, right? So most of the times at your Olive Garden, Red Lobsters, that type of stuff, you're going to see True. Then the next line you're going to see, especially at like hotels and things like that, you're going to see Perlick. Oh, you're going to see Perlick at if you want to work at Hooters, if you want to work at Hooters, everything at Hooters is glass. Everything at Hooters is pearly. Excuse me. Everything at Hooters is Perlick. So let me jump on over to Perlick. Who else in here is familiar with Perlick? As I go down a rabbit hole, Perlick provides refrigeration as well as dishwashers. So they're providing everything at the bar, and they're the ones with the slogan, more profit is poured at the bar than cooked in the kitchen. Oh, good. All right. All right. So, all right, Dave. Yes. So Perlick is right up there as far as bars, right? At the bar, whether it's your hotel bar, whether it's Hooters. So if you want to get into a Hooters, uh, they use Perlick exclusively. They use Perlick exclusively at the bar. See, that's their thing. That's their thing. They make the draft pours and all that kind of stuff. They have a power pack, what's called a power pack in the back of the house, and the power pack is okay. Hold on one second. The power pack is what draws the beer from the walk-in, and it supplies it all the way from the walk-in all the way to the tap. Right? Okay. Oh man, Frank, I just showed you guys on yesterday's stream. There's a whole list, right? Of the whole list I showed you guys, right, from yesterday's stream. The whole list. Food. I belong to food service, equipment, and supplies. Right. Every month I get a new one. Every month I get a new one. It gets mailed to me. Um. Oh hell. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And hell, that's what's behind me. That's what's behind me. Right. That's what's behind me. That is the food service. Oh man, the food service equipment. Right. So there's a ton of, well, you can go and check it out, but there's a whole ton of hold on one second. There's a whole ton. All right, Frank is the sponsor of the channel. All right, he is the current sponsor of the channel. So what Frank gets, Frank wants, Frank gets. So hold on, Frank. Hold on, Frank. So Frank gets a special treatment. All right. Hold on a second. Let me go over. Let's see here. Top. Let's see here. Ah, commercial appliance dealers. All right. So this is what we're gonna do here. So hold on, Frank. Let me show you. Let's see if I can get my list. Oh, here we go. I don't know why it's doing this old list, but that's all right. Oh, see, it brought me right. Oh, you can't see it. You can't see it. Let me show you. Okay. All right. And while I pull this up, I'm going to address Golden Cube R290. Very poor quality. The compressors don't have longer life. No, they don't. The compressors don't have a longer life. They're actually a much weaker compressor. And it's what's causing the compressors to go Golden Cube is the fact that the R290, the pressure builds up, it pops holes in the evaporators. And of course, you don't have enough oil return for the compressor, and you burn up your compressor. That is why the compressor goes out 99% of the time. 99% of the time. You can take my word on that. You just enjoy that. And nothing is free. No, nothing is for free. No, and I do appreciate it. I mean, it's very humbling. You tend to have a godlike complex when you do this type of work, and to have someone to contribute. You do, and Mel does, and Andy, and and a whole list of others, and it is very humbling. So what I've started to do is Frank, is I started to put these links in the chat. I started to put these links in the chat so everybody can follow along with me. Here we go. I am going to do 2020, I think it's 2023. Oh, hold on one second. This is what I'm gonna do. Top dealers 2023. All right, let me see what I can find here. Let me see. You guys are still on the list. That's HVAC. This is not. This was okay. Bam. This will work. This will work. All right, everybody, bear with me. Bear with me. All right. Restrictions. I get very few restrictions. What you get, okay. Okay. Andy is bringing up a good point. I'll pull this up. So let me riff on this real quick. Okay. So the restrictions that you get in R290 are going to be on the units with the TXVs. What happens is the TXVs will freeze and then they don't open. They won't open. And well, they'll just be stuck. They'll be stuck in one position and the TXV will freeze. Now, what they do have is they have a TXV heater because the TXV is stainless steel. And so you end up, it's a kit, and you end up wiring off the lights. And the same heater that goes into the drain, the same rack, the same braided heater. Oh, appliance professional, man, no problem. No problem. So it's a braided heater and it wraps around the TXV around like 3-4 times. Wraps around that body about 3-4 times, and that will straighten that out. You know what? Forget it. I am just gonna do this real quick for you. All right, here are some of the dealers, and you can sell ice machines. Now let me see here. Frank, put in the chat if you've been to any of the ice machine training classes that I told you guys about so far. And I'm gonna start to pull this up. All right, so all right, here's Wasserstrom. Wasserstrom, you could buy any ice machine you want from them. I mean, you know, customers buy ice machines from them, and you guys can call them. This is for another time. I'll go ahead and do it again. I'll do this one. I'll do it this time, and then I can do it again. What the hell is ice machines? I can just do ice machines. So there are hundreds. There are hundreds of dealers, and like the top 6 do over $1 billion in sales. The top 6 do over $1 billion. So now, what do you mean, Frank? What do you mean now? Okay, you used to work for Pronto Call. Really? Okay. So here's the deal. All right. Oh, okay. Well, Frank, what I'm trying to get to is once you go to training, you're actually going to training with the distributor. So once you go to training, all you have to do is open an account. Once you open an account, you can sell the ice machines. So I did that live. I did live on. Hold on a second. I did live on Instagram where I had an isomatic unit that was down, and there were no fill valves, there were no inlet valves, right? And so I had to take an aftermarket valve and then augment it so that it would fill, right? And so here I am at Greater Texas Ice, and that is the Wednesday, the same day I did the video. I did go, right? I did go to Isomatic. I went to Isomatic to get I was that Wednesday that I did the video where I augmented that fill valve. They did not have any. And so I don't leave my customers without. So I will ordered them online from Home Depot. Who had parts for 23? Oh. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was saying that, you know, but 23 is not bad. But yeah, I got these for 19, so 23 is not bad. But when you go to training, when you go to your Manitowoc training, you're going to Manitowoc training with your distributor. Your distributor is the one that's going to sell the ice machines to you. So you buy them at a discount, and then you in turn sell them, right? When you go to Isomatic, right? So I'll go to Isomatic, and this is who does the training, right, in Houston. And now, there we go. And now they're owned by, dun, 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 oh, freaking Empire. Empire bought Greater Texas Ice. So Empire is on the East Coast. They're in Pennsylvania. They're in Chicago. And now they're in Houston. So, you know what? Let me just show you real quick. Let me just jump into that. If that's all right. If you guys want to go with me on this. All right. If you guys want to go with me on this. Let me see if they even had their freaking website up. And they do not. They do not. They do not. I'm gonna have to use somebody else. I'm gonna have to use somebody else. They do not have their freaking. They do not have their freaking website up. You know what I'll do? I'll go to Empire. I'll go to Empire. So now I'm able to buy through Empire, and I can buy whatever. So let me go through Empire. There we go. Empire. All right, so let's see if this is it. Hey, Empire Equipment. Let me see if you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. Okay, just checked in. Okay. So when you go to class, sign up with the distributor. Once you sign up with the distributor, now you can sell every single thing that that distributor carries. Whether, like, I'm with Empire, so I can sell True, I can sell Isomatic, I can sell Royal. No, I think they lost Royal. But let's jump into it. And this is all at wholesale price, right? So yes, they're in 8 locations. Oh, so this goes for you guys in California too. So Empire's in California. They're in California, so all across the South and the East. So here it is. So I can sell Kelvinator, I can sell Scotsman. Oh, okay. I can sell Scotsman. I can sell all of these brands. And let me see if they have any news and events. Oh, no, they don't have any good news. Nothing. See, they go, all right. So this is good proof to you guys. This is how current their information is. 2019 service classes. When you guys ask, oh, do they have classes? Oh, where's all the class information? I have to get to the point of getting physical with these people to even get this freaking information, man. Okay? So it is not an easy thing. See, everything here is from like 2019. They don't really care much about the training. All right. They really don't care much about the training. So here it is, Kelvinator. Oh, okay. Scotsman, True. But once you go to training classes, you can sell all these things. No, Scotsman is not all done. Scotsman actually is the marquee brand. Scotsman owns Isomatic. And Isomatic is the one at every Starbucks and all that kind of good stuff. No, sir. No, sir. No, Scotsman made all that money back in the 80s and 90s, and they've invested it with other brands, and they've been making money hand over fist. They've been making money hand over fist. They're the ones that's pulling all the strings. Scotsman is. Oh, so if you want to sell items, go to the class, sign up, Sign up with these distributors, and then you can sell whatever you want. They'll get you whatever you want at dealer price. It goes to their warehouse, and then you can pick it up from their warehouse and deliver it, install it, and remove the old unit, right? Now that would need to be scheduled. You can schedule that. That would be scheduled. So, all right. So let me see here what oh, appliance professionals and Andy. I'm trying to see if there's any other question that you guys had. Right. So as far as scheduling goes, it is a run and gun situation. You take care of your most important customers first. Now here's one. To bounce around all over. I don't know if you're aware of this, but Scotsman bought Cold Draft. Scotsman. Oh, thank you very much. Scotsman bought Cold Draft. So Cold Draft has been resurrected. Cold Draft has been resurrected. These are the two machines. I think they got. Oh no, the one. No, no, no. Okay, so they still got the big one. Yeah, they still got the big ones. Cold Draft has been resurrected. Even though Hoshizaki makes one. So Scotsman, and just so you guys know, the only reason why we're bringing up Cold Draft is because Cold Draft is the only Cold Draft. Here, let me put this in the link. Cold Draft is the only ice machine out there that makes a 2-inch cube. And you say, well, what's the big deal about that? Well, the 2-inch cube is a craft cube. The 2-inch cube is for your whiskey drinkers. So when you have a high-end steak restaurant, they demand a cold draft. So if you ever want to do work in Nobu and any of those other places, they have cold draft in those places. As disheartening as that may be, that's what they have there. So if you want to work in those places, that's what they got. So they're gonna have, like Perlick at the bar, Perlick or True at the bar. Then they're gonna have like a cold draft in the back. So that's what you're looking at if you want to work at a steakhouse. You're looking at this. Now Hoshizaki has a 1.7-inch cube. It is not quite a 2-inch cube. So it is the IM 500. Okay, this is the Hoshizaki. Hold on, I'm gonna show you right now. Let me show you right now. So yeah, it's 500 cubes. So it's in the name. It's in the model number how many cubes they make. So the square cube ice makers, the IM 500. So it should make about 500 cubes. Yeah, up to 500 pounds of ice per 24 hours, provided it doesn't stretch out those springs. All right. So the amount of ice is in the model number of just about every brand of ice machine. It's roughly around there. It's roughly around there. So like I had the cold draft in the link. It says it's a 1060, which is going to make about 1,000 pounds of ice per 24 hours. All right. So if you want more than 500 pounds out of this Hoshizaki, what you do is you stack them. And here it is. There it is. And you stack them. So as you can see, make sure you guys see, you can stack up to 3 high. So 5, 10, 15. So you can get your 1,500 pounds of square cube. Now they're not quite the 2-inch, but whiskey drinkers can't really tell. Oh yeah. I came on real quick, and I already had dinner. My wife made dinner. So I appreciate you for being here, and thank you for your donation. Thank you for sponsoring the show. I had questions on, the reason why I came on today is because I had questions on scheduling. And there really isn't much scheduling done on the commercial side. When the calls come in, it's pretty much run or gun. When the calls come in, you don't, for me, I tell them I'll be out there within 24 hours. Now, if the health department comes out, there's something different, then I could jockey around different calls. But there's no, oh yeah, I'll be there in 2 weeks. You're not a big name. No one's going to wait for you 2 weeks. The customer that does wait on you 2 weeks actually has a piece of garbage there. You don't, if they're willing to wait 2 weeks for you, they're not a good customer. They're not, that's not a customer worth having. The equipment that they want you to work on is garbage. They want you to resurrect garbage is what they want you to do. Um, so as far as is coming out, you just go out during their normal business operating hours. That's it. That's all. This is not a home. You're not going to interrupt some woman that has her baby sleeping. Okay. You're going into a business. The only time they would ask you not to come in is if that piece of equipment is in the middle of their busy time, right? They might say, "Ooh, don't come in between 4 and 5 because that's the height of the day for us, and that's right in the middle of our prepping for dinner service. So 4 to 5, is not advisable where you're going to be working in the kitchen." Um, Certain places, like it is, say if it is a daycare or some kind of school, they might say, yes, please don't come in at 11 or please don't come in at 12, but you can come in anytime after 1 o'clock. Feel free to come in. And so we just work the schedule around that to say, oh, we couldn't make it today, we'll come tomorrow. Or I just usually tell people I'll give them 24 hours. That's about it. That is about it. So, like I said, I wanted to, even though this was an hour, I wanted this to just be a quick one about scheduling. Please put your questions in the chat. I'll address your questions. I just answered a few quick things about sales, right? So if you do want to sell ice machines, your distributor, right? Oh, what the hell am I doing? I did not plan this, right? We'll look up URI. All right? We'll look up URI. URI. All right. So what the hell? If you look up your local distributor, and we're going to go to refrigeration equipment. So you can through URI, you sign up with URI, which is free. Oh, you can't skip. My bad. You sign up with URI, which is free. If you sign up with Johnstone, which is free, you can sell any of these things. You are their customer, not the person that owns the restaurant. You are the customer. You are the one that matters. So let me see here. Let me go to, yeah, you got chillers, evaporators. They have parts too. Food service. There we go. Let's go to food service. And ice machines. There we go. So URI has Manitowoc and they have Scotsman. Anything you see here on this screen, you can sell. Anything you see on this screen. So a customer says they want a Manitowoc. You say, all right, fine, sure. And you could just go ahead and sell them a Manitowoc. Let me see if it's going to tell me, view inventory. It might ask me to sign in. Yeah, it's going to ask me to sign in. Sorry about that. I didn't sign in. All right, Andy. See you later. Yeah, because this is just a little quick thing. I'm just explaining to everybody how they can buy equipment, even though this is supposed to be about scheduling. So, yeah, if you want an ice machine, you could sell directly to the customer. You could order through URI. You could order through Trimark. You could order through Johnstone. Right there. And you'll pick it up right there from that location. That is how this is done. You are in business. Let me show you the other ones. So Cool Air is the budget friendly. Cool Air is the budget-friendly Manitowoc product. And like I said, to sign up is free. And these are the same people that conduct the classes. These are the same people that do the classes. So when you go to the class, get an application, fill out the application, or fill out the application online and go to, when you go to the class, fill out the application. And then anything he asked about ice machines, he's gone now. But anything that you want, oh, let me do this. I'm sorry, guys. Let me add this to you. Who is hiring? Everybody's hiring. Dave, everybody's. Let me show you. I'm glad you asked this question. Oh, who's hired for warranty work? That all depends on your area. I thought you meant like, so you want, is this two separate questions or just one question? Because I'll show you who's hiring. But if you want to know who's hiring for warranty work, that all depends on, there is no such thing as warranty work on the commercial side. But if you want to know who's doing any type of facility management work, I give it to you guys. Just look at my older videos. They're all there. Let's see here. I just gave you guys, hold on one second. I just gave you guys Nordon. I just gave you guys Nordon the other day. So you could look through, both of them? Okay. It's a lot easier. Okay, good. It's a lot easier to show you. Let me show you Eco. We call it the Evil Empire. It is Eco. All right, hold on. It's a chemical company. It is Ecolab. What the hell's wrong with me? Ecolab. My bad. Ecolab. All right. Now, let me show you who Ecolab is. Oh, shoot. You want me to do a recap? Yeah, I can do a recap. The Evil Empire. Yes. Yeah, well, okay, Mel. This is why Ecolab is the Evil Empire. Oh man, what is it? They do they do billions of dollars. Ecolab is everywhere. Ecolab is everywhere. They're in every single company. Everyone pays Ecolab. When you meet most people in the industry that you run into, especially if they have anything to do with dishwashers or laundry, they've all worked for Ecolab. Quite a few people work for Ecolab. Let me show you their jobs. All right, let's see here. Ecolab employment. We'll do jobs. We'll do Houston. I should have did Florida or what's the name. So Ecolab typically starts off around 50 grand. Let's see here. Project installation fabricator. 3 years, 2 years experience. And I'm trying to find, and usually they have like a sign-on bonus. You're looking at sign-on bonuses around like 5 grand. Yeah, see that $67,000 starting off, 4,620. So all good ratings. You'll find that most places do not have good ratings. Let me show you Smart Care. Smart Care needs people like crazy. Here we go. There's Smart Care. And this is nationwide. I'm just showing you Houston. No matter what I do, Houston's going to pop up. So all of these people are, health insurance, dental, paid time off, no degree needed, full time. All you need is a driver's license. Oh, they're actually asking for EPA, a universal EPA. Usually you don't even see that. So this is for a commercial HVACR. So this is exactly what we do. So this is air conditioning and refrigeration, and that's because one of their big clients is the pizza chain Mods, Mods Pizza. Let me show you here. 401k, all of that good stuff. So as let's see here. 41 grand starting off paying $17 an hour, well, $15 an hour is 30 grand a year. And then they normally have a $5,000 sign-on bonus. I'm trying to find it. It goes according to your experience. Let me see if I can find it. Let me Google that. If you guys got a second, let me see if I can find it for you. Smart Care. Not like you guys would be interested in working for somebody. Oh shoot. Yeah, yeah, Smart Care. Sign on bonus. So as you can see right here, they had a sign on bonus and top benefits. This is St. Paul, Minnesota, entry level, entry level. And they were paying for sign on bonus. This is Smart Care. Smart Care just bought the service arm of Ecolab for like a couple of billion dollars. Okay. So let's see here what this question is. So Mel is asking, I've only been self-employed, not an employee for any of the commercials. I've never worked for any of these commercial companies, which is why I can do what I do. I've never had to sign an NDA. I'm not beholden to anybody. I don't know any of their secrets. I don't know any of their procedures or any of that kind of stuff. So there's no, see, that's the trick back. If you listen to some of these YouTubers, they'll tell you, oh, go ahead and get a job with these corporations. Well, if you get a job with the corporations, you can then you then cannot go out and quit with them and then work in the industry. They will then sue you. Not only will they sue you if they catch you working in the industry and they have the money to sue you, uh, when you go ahead and send in your information with Hoshizaki, with Perlick, with True, with Imperial, they're going to say no because they're already going to know who you are. And because the first thing they're going to do is they're going to reach out to the service providers in the area. If you try to work for a Hatco or a Volrath, and then they're going to find out because there's only two or three companies they need to call, and then they'll find out that you should work for them, and that's a no-go. You'll be blacklisted. So there's nothing new under the sun. So don't think that you could just go ahead and work for somebody and then la di da. You're just going to go ahead and run off with all their secrets and go ahead and try to try to do your own thing. No, no. These guys have been around for decades. They've been around since before you were born. All right, here's Smart Care. Here's Smart Care. Right? Grocery stores. Here we go. Grocery stores, convenience stores, restaurants, non-commercial food service, right? That's your schools and whatnot. Cold storage. Right? But you see what's first? Grocery stores. So when you guys ask me, like, oh, what about this one? About that one? Those big guys are already spoken for. Those big grocery chains are already spoken for. You can forget about that one. Because you need the manpower. They might have to throw 5, 6 guys at a chain grocery store. So for you to go ahead and stroll into a Piggly Wiggly's, a Publix, a Whole Foods, no. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. So here's like what you hear guys throwing on a hot side. This is what hot side is. Ovens, broilers, fryers, combination ovens, which are a combi, rethermalizers, steamers, hot holding, which are warmers, Oh yeah, they're talking about the coffee, grills, hot dog, then you're talking about toaster slicers, prep. Then my favorite, which are dishwashers and whatnot. Then your cold side, your beverage, your air conditioning, your ice machines, ways that we can help. And let me show you, right? See, here's how many technicians they have. You see 1,400 technicians, right? You see that? Do you see that? They have 1,400 technicians. So when you're trying to approach a Mod's Pizza and you say, well, I've got training and I know how to work on this is what's in every Mod's Pizza. Continental prep tables, right? Down below where they're pulling out the condiments to put on the pizza. They have a turbo air open air merchandiser. Then they're going to have an isomatic nugget machine. And then I believe they have a cold pack walk-in in the back. And it's like a dough express or whatever is the other one that presses out the dough. So I mean, that's just the brands, right? And even though I'm authorized on all of those brands, they're still not going to go with me because I cannot provide them coverage in California. I cannot provide them coverage in Miami. I cannot provide them coverage in Pennsylvania. I can provide them coverage in Pittsburgh or New York or any of those places, right? I can only cover the city I'm in, and I can barely cover them with the city I'm in. So they're going to choose Smart Care 99.99% of the time. Now, am I a backup? Yes. Do I work on the stuff while it's under warranty? Yes. Do you want any of the stuff that's under warranty? No, because you're not going to make any money, and it's never going to turn into a customer in the end. So, all right. So we've kind of drifted off. Oh, yeah. Dave wanted a recap. So my recap was this whole stream was about scheduling. It's pretty much a run and gun type of thing. You pick your hierarchy as far as your good customers come first. You take care of them when they're open. They're typically going to be open from the morning until the evening. There's no crying babies. There's no sleeping babies. There's no nursery involved. You go in. As long as it's not their busiest time of day, you go in and you look at what you got to look at. You come back with whatever part you got to come back with, and you get them up and running. That's it. That's all. If it's an ice machine cleaning, you can schedule those. Unless the machine is down, and then cleaning all the condenser coils and all that kind of stuff, you schedule that kind of stuff to go out every quarter. So that's it. That's it in a nutshell. You run and gun. The big guys like the Smart Care, they have 1,400 employees. They're not scheduling any damn thing. Customer calls, they dispatch this to the next available technician that's sitting at a gas station somewhere waiting on a call. And then that guy goes. So he's billing from the time he leaves that gas station to the time he pulls up at that restaurant, bar, hotel, grocery store, grammar school, post office. That's how it's done. That's how it's done. All right. And then now Mel is going too. So now I've done the recap. This is just a quick little thing that I wanted to do. I've gone over. And with that, be on the lookout for little small snippets, little small videos that I'll be putting out during the day in the morning. And they'll be available only during the morning. You probably catch them for a couple hours each morning. All right. So please subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys on the next one.